What if the key to living a meaningful life lies not in the pursuit of endless pleasure, but in the curbing of our desires? This profound question provides a glimpse into a philosophical thought that has survived and thrived throughout the centuries. A powerful doctrine that has shaped the beliefs and values of many since its inception. Stoicism. Stoicism, a school of philosophy birthed in the heart of Athens, is not merely a theoretical concept or an intellectual exercise. It's a practical guide to life, a toolkit for navigating the tumultuous tides of existence. The philosophers who championed this school of thought, such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, didn't see it as an abstract idea, but as a way of life. A way of life grounded in the acceptance of the world's inherent complexity and our own limitations. Far from advocating for a life devoid of joy, Stoicism indulges in the exploration of a more profound, more sustainable state of happiness, one that isn't tied to fleeting moments of pleasure, but instead is rooted deeply in resilience, acceptance, and virtue. Stoicism teaches us to value wisdom above all else and to understand that our desires can often lead us astray from the path of a meaningful life. It highlights the need to confront our desires, not to eliminate them entirely, but to understand them, to curb them, and to guide them towards a more productive purpose. So, when we ask the question, what if the key to living a meaningful life lies not in the pursuit of endless pleasure, but in the curbing of our desires? This question echoes the teachings of a school of philosophy that has stood the test of time, Stoicism. In the bustling streets of ancient Athens, a philosopher named Zeno of Citium tripped and fell over a merchant's stall. The incident occurred on a day like any other. The sun was high, casting a gentle warmth over the city. The marketplace was alive with the hum of everyday life. The cobblestone streets were filled with locals and travelers alike, merchants hawking their wares, children chasing pigeons, and philosophers engaging in hearty debates. Suddenly, the serenity was disrupted as Zeno, a well-known figure in the city, lost his footing and tumbled over a merchant's stall. The event caused a spectacle, and people's attention was grabbed by the unusual sight. The crowd, surprised by the spectacle, burst into laughter. The philosophers paused their debates to chuckle. The merchants held their sales to snicker. Even the children halted their games to point and giggle. Amidst the ruckus, Zeno dusted himself off. He picked up a ripe, juicy tomato that had rolled away during his fall. He held it aloft for all to see and said, with all the grace and dignity that one can muster after taking a tumble, "Fortune has merely knocked me down to remind me not to be careless." The crowd fell silent, awed by his composure. It was such a simple statement, yet it was so profound, so full of wisdom. This story encapsulates the essence of Stoicism, the acceptance of life's adversities with grace and equanimity. Stoicism is a philosophy that has been instrumental in teaching us that we cannot control all the aspects of our life. This ancient wisdom, instilled in us by towering figures like Epictetus, guides us in understanding that even though life can be unpredictable, our reactions to situations always remain within our sphere of control. Consider the life story of Epictetus, a scholar who was not only famous, but also a formidable figure in Stoicism. Born into a life of slavery, Epictetus faced an array of adversities and insurmountable hardships. Life was tough, filled with grueling challenges that were daunting and oppressive. These tribulations would be enough to break any ordinary soul. But not Epictetus. He was resolute, steadfast, and determined to confront the adversities head-on. Epictetus's philosophy was firmly rooted in the concept of control. His famous quote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," is to this belief. It encapsulates his approach to life and adversity. He turned the harsh realities of his life into lessons of resilience, acceptance, and wisdom. He showed the world that the essence of life is not about the circumstances we face, but how we perceive and respond to them. Epictetus's life and philosophy underline the importance of perception and reaction. He demonstrated that it is our perception and reactions that give events their meaning, thus unveiling a new perspective on life and its challenges. Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome and a Stoic philosopher, provides another compelling example. Aurelius was born in 121 AD, during the peak of the mighty Roman Empire. He ascended the throne in 161 AD, becoming one of the most powerful individuals in the world. However, what defined Aurelius more than his position and power was his dedication to the philosophy of, in essence, is a school of philosophy that teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions. Aurelius did not just subscribe to this philosophy, he embraced it, lived it. Despite having the world at his fingertips, Aurelius chose to live a life that veered towards minimalism and self-discipline. He was a beacon of simplicity in an empire characterized by excess and indulgence. In a testament to his Stoic principles, Aurelius penned many of his thoughts and reflections. These writings, now known as the Meditations, serve as a crucial source for understanding the Stoic philosophy. Of his many writings, one quote perfectly encapsulates his "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His words are a timeless reminder of one of the central tenets of Stoicism. They remind us that our mental and emotional well-being lies not in our external circumstances, but in how we perceive and react to them. His words remind us that inner peace and strength come not from external circumstances, but from within ourselves. Stoicism, therefore, is not about suppressing emotions or adopting a life of indifference. It is somewhat a philosophy, a practical guide that has been embraced by great thinkers, leaders, and visionaries throughout the ages. It is not a call to eliminate emotions from our lives, but rather a system for training the mind to discern and separate what within our control from what is not. Founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium in the early 3rd century BC, Stoicism has a long and rich history. Its teachings have been passed down through generations, helping people lead fulfilling lives regardless of their external circumstances. What makes Stoicism compelling is its universality and its practicality. It is not limited by culture, religion, or socioeconomic. It's a philosophy accessible to anyone and everyone. It's a mindset that is applicable in virtually every situation, from battling personal demons to navigating complex societal dynamics. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the cultivation of 4 cardinal virtues, namely wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These denote the qualities of a good character, the essence of Stoic ethics. By cultivating these virtues, individuals can lead a life of integrity, equanimity, and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism encourages the cultivation of virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, and it teaches that these virtues are the source of a truly meaningful and fulfilling life. The principles of Stoicism are as relevant today as they were 2,000 years ago. In the realm of philosophy, Stoicism stands as a formidable pillar, having its roots nestled deeply in our historical past. Yet its teachings remain undeniably impactful. It's a testament to its enduring power, that even after 2 millennia, Stoicism remains not only a widely studied philosophical discipline, but also a practical guide that around the world turn to in times of need. In an increasingly complex world, a world where our attention is being pulled in a myriad of directions, Stoicism lays down a straightforward path. It acts as a compass, a guiding light in the midst of a storm, being our unwavering North Star amidst the turbulent waves that life often brings. Stoicism doesn't just provide a route to navigate our lives, it also provides a philosophical lens through which we can view and interpret the world. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reactions, and to let go of what we cannot, and flows of external circumstances. This makes it a practical philosophy for anyone looking to maintain a sense of balance and equanimity in the face of life's unending changes. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of virtue, of ethical and moral behavior, over materialistic pursuits. It makes a compelling case for why we should prioritize virtue above all else, as it is virtue, not pleasure or wealth, that leads to a meaningful life. To sum up, Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot change, have the courage to change the things we can, and possess the wisdom to distinguish the one from the other. It reminds us that we have the power to shape our lives, not by changing our circumstances, but by changing our perceptions and reactions. So the next time you find yourself facing adversity, remember the lessons from Stoicism. Embrace the challenge, maintain your composure, and remember that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This, perhaps, is the key to living a meaningful life.